This Eli segment where you watch something on the phone during a podcast.
It's my favorite.
Podcast didn't start yet.
Yeah, it's been started. Everything's recording.
Fucking wait. It's fine.
Wait, what is this? Anime?
gotta watch-
Watch.
We gotta watch a clip from a 20-year-old Disney movie real quick.
Say hi to Eli. He's racially ambiguous and batty. That guy's fucking ridiculous and we don't know. Best not to ask yourself why. But my friend, you've arrived. Welcome to Unsubscribe.
That.
That's lettuce.
Thank you for watching. Oh no, shit! I did the ending.
Yeah, we're closing.
Oh
and
my
that's
god!
it.
Welcome to the Unsub Podcast. As always, we have Eli, Doubletap, myself, Baddie Streams, and of course we have our two beautiful, powerful, great kimono guests. We have the Fat Electrician and the King Trout. Guys, welcome to the podcast. I heard you had a wonderful time yesterday.
Jesus.
Arigato.
Yeah. Domo. I'm gonna get robot.
I'm gonna get fucking canceled.
What part?
I got drunk and said the truth. People hate that shit. People hate it.
I got drunk and didn't say anything.
Smart. No, that's the smart play. That's what I do.
Deer in the headlights. You were like,
That's better than the truth for your career, believe me.
It's caught between two people ranting at each other. It was a weird spot
was-
to
So
be in.
you were in the middle. You were in
Yeah,
the
he was
middle.
between me
Sandwich.
and Jack fucking yelling at each other.
Oh God, I'm so glad I was at home playing Magic the Gathering all night.
I opened that podcast by being, I really wanted to bring Jack a custom-made Jim Bowie knife because, you know, he's an American hero, and I just wanted to honor Jack with such a great weapon because Jack Mandel fucking hates Jim Bowie.
Does he really?
oh my god,
Oh,
dude.
he got triggered immediately.
It was. He
was-
called it to a T.
He went from, I'm kind of sleepy to I'm fucking
Is this
pissed.
because he's from San Antonio and some Alamo shit? Like,
don't-
Yes.
yeah,
It's
okay.
that, and then
He did not get into it.
3 minutes into that shit, he's like, I'm related to him.
Like a direct descendant.
God, you really walked into the fucking lion's den here.
Oh, it was a great one.
God
Again,
damn.
almost 3 hours of just like history yelling at each other.
Fucking ranting.
The table. Hey, which is. Did we clear the booze off?
Yeah, it was clean.
I cleaned it last night
you
at like 3
cleaned up?
o'clock in the morning.
What a sweetheart.
I was like, wait, where did all the booze go? Because it did not look like we had one of our. Usually it's like get here the next day.
Yeah, I'm immediately like trying to clean up everything. It's
I did the dishes too.
Ants.
You did our dishes too?
I did.
Do we have to pay him?
Typical.
Oh, you're like the best guest.
Oh, we don't talk about your. Never mind.
Scoot in this
Yeah.
way.
You're still a super secret guy.
Yeah.
I was gonna make a joke about my occupation and your occupation.
We talked about my job last night.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Typical.
He's a private general.
contractor picking up after a fucking electrician.
Yep.
It's perfect.
Swept everything into
It's
the
just
air
a nice
returns.
kimono. Sorry, I was just
Thank
seeing
you.
if it feels nice.
It's silky smooth. It's breathable during the summer and warm during the winter.
Is it really warm during the winter?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't know. Fine.
I hate now on the drive here, and I don't know if we can discuss it,
Oh,
but we found
fuck, we
out
didn't
why
Eli,
you
shut the
started
fuck
your.
up.
Oh.
Ready?
Yep. There's a claw right there.
I'm not fucking.
Please
good
crack
at
it.
that.
You
just have to crack
just,
it.
I'll
just
go get,
open it. You don't
I'll
just
go get a
snap-
beer. Like a
Okay.
fucking adult.
Okay. Get a beer like an
Jesus
adult. Oh my
Christ,
god.
It's fucking 1:30.
There
Man
you
up.
go. No, we can't. No, but it was finding out. I was like, oh, that's a good reason to start online media.
Top secret.
So it's top secret. We can't
It's,
say
it's
it.
all about fish. A subject I literally never speak about.
I know.
Fish are
Where did the
stupid.
name King Trout? Were you like, huh?
How you gonna crack that?
Ready?
Oh, you're a son of a bitch.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Oh, he squirted on him.
And that was when I would normally say, "Welcome to Those Great Podcast." Eli, Baddie, Fat Electrician, King Trout. But I did that already. I ruined everything.
Fucking wiping.
You ended it. You
I
started
ended it, started it. I did everything
In
wrong.
5 minutes now, we've opened the drinks.
Welcome to the after show.
Oh my god.
But King Trout, where did the name? Were you like, this is my username?
You like fish?
Yeah, the story behind it is so dumb. We were talking about Red Dead Redemption 2, a game you've never played, which is shameful, and you should be embarrassed about that.
Thank you.
In the game,
I've never played it. I know. I suck.
Wait,
You didn't
never?
know this about him?
I did. I assumed you had played it because we've talked about it.
Yeah, I always say I need to play it. I've just never played it.
I just got a PS5 and started playing it.
That's
catching
why-
up.
that's right.
That's a game about your ancestors. Like you
Mexicans?
should. Yeah.
At the end, yeah. The worst part of the game.
What?
The worst part?
Yeah.
Mexicans?
Never mind. I thought you made a
building the-
super spicy railroad joke for a second.
Oh, yeah. Maddie's like, that's about your ancestors building
Jesus
railroads?
You know what? You
Fair
can
wa-
choose-
fair
I
wages.
left that open-ended. The audience can decide how racist I was being today.
I'm just saying they had fair wages. We'll just go with the spicy take.
$0. Which is what at the gas station we stopped at on the way here. I don't know if it's like Texas law, but there was a sign on the window that said unpaid work is illegal in the state of Texas. Please report it to local authorities or whatever. So shocking to learn that slavery is illegal in Texas. I had no idea until I saw that
happened.
sign at the gas station.
Well, there's the big fence thing, and then all the
The jumps.
So you guys don't pay them?
I mean, sometimes.
the swimmers.
Yeah,
the swimmers.
the swimmers. The wet fronts.
Come.
Come.
No, when I got out, we were pumping gas. Dude, I'm not used to people smoking anymore. And he smokes like Marlboro Reds like Jack, but Jack is 80. So he's
Isn't Jack your age?
yeah.
Jack's
Younger than you?
Jack's
Yeah,
a
a year
victim. He
younger.
knew better and did it anyways.
No, Jack is
Aggressive Ryan Reynolds.
9 months older than me. He just
Poor Jack.
looks more than 9 months.
I love you, Jack. Oh, he just
So we got out
genetics.
though. It's like, okay, gas station, 7-Eleven. I get out, start pumping, and I walk. I'm like, God damn it, fucking homeless guy's gonna ask me for money. It's him. Because he's standing.
You're not homeless vibe. It did hurt my feelings.
He was standing by the trash can at 7-Eleven just smoking a cigarette. I was like, oh shit.
Like,
oh, hey
you got
man,
a
what's
dollar?
up?
It feels nice not being called the homeless one for once. Usually it's because of the beard and the hair. I'm just like, oh, the homeless guy.
That's a great.
I've never seen a homeless guy wearing a Hawaiian shirt before.
I mean, think about it. though.
I do look malnourished, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're just sitting there, just smoking your fucking cigarette. I'm not used to it, so I was
You're
like,
just
okay.
ripping heaters, dude.
You ever see
Ripping
somebody like
heaters
just
and
literally
drinking
just
beers.
smoking at the pump while they're doing like?
Yeah.
I had never seen that in Vermont until I moved to Texas,
the
and
fucking
I
armies.
see it so often in Texas. I'm like, I mean, like, okay, it's probably not gonna happen. Like, nothing's probably, but that seems
I've
a
seen.
little careless.
I have to live life on the edge.
Yeah. What else are you gonna do when you're pumping gas? It's boring. I always walk away.
Yeah, I usually just walk away.
I did. I thought I was gonna get harassed by a homeless person.
Shit, here we come.
I was like, I'm out. I'm going. I'm good. Back. Well, welcome. Now you had the drunken escapade of last night. Now
Yes.
today we're.
Is that episode gonna make it to the light of day?
It will. That one's a good one.
GVAN, good luck. 3 hours.
That's the first. I sent him.
We're not paying you extra.
Don't get me fucking canceled.
Don't look at me. I wasn't here. I can't help you.
I don't remember what I
You
said.
pay the guy that can fix it.
Hey,
You pay the guy that can fix this.
I sent him an actual big text. It was like, hey, you're going to see segments. Just be more cautious on this episode. You will have segments you have to remove fully, and you'll be fine. Shoot me a text if you have any questions. Love you.
The subreddit's already fucking angry typing. Just release the ending on Rumble.
for tens of people to see it. I'm like, oh.
Christ.
I can't remember if you said any no words.
No,
Yeah, no.
I don't get that drunk. I just have historical
I do
hot takes.
regularly.
Here's my hack on life. You can have hot takes, but as long as they're based in history,
20 years ago.
to the point where you're gonna have to actually fucking read to argue with me,
Yeah.
nobody will take the time.
So as long as the hot take could be registered as an antique vehicle, you're good, right?
Yeah,
like that's
I
still
mean,
like 15, 20 years.
As long as it's
we're good.
something that they like, you're Jesus Christ. I'm gonna have to like read the summary on Wikipedia to argue with this asshole. I'm over time.
People
Moving
still
on.
will.
I didn't realize he got almost canceled because of the not canceled, but the submarine with Iran. What happened? The
Oh yeah, that was
shitstorm.
fucking wild.
This is actually a really good story.
I
This-
uploaded a video like a month and a half ago. My best performing video ever. Like it's my
This
number
is
one
the
video.
knocking out
now.
Iran's Navy
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, I remember.
So
that.
it got like 2.3 million views or whatever. I uploaded that video. It's about Operation Praying Mantis in the 1980s. Basically, like
Antique, totally okay.
they were fucking around. They were shooting civilian merchant vessels. Kuwait and Iraq oil tankers was fucking up oil prices, hurting civilians. A bunch of American vessels are hanging out in the Gulf to secure it, and then we ran into an Iranian mine, and then we wiped out half their navy in like 8 hours.
Yeah.
I uploaded that video.
Kick ass, dude.
The next fucking day, the news cycle hits that America's sending warships into the Persian Gulf because Iran's fucking around again. So I was getting all these comments that were like, this is fucking lying propaganda. This America and Iran aren't in open warfare, blah, 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 blah. I was like, bro, I say in the first 30 seconds. This is from like 1986 or whenever the fuck it was.
What?
And like all these people were like reading it like it was fucking headline news. And they're like, this guy's just lying. This didn't actually. I was like,
He just
no, this happened.
magically
It was
hit-
just like 40 years ago. Like, so that magically happened. It went fucking crazy. And then I did a collaboration video with Brandon on his channel about Cold War history. And then he uploaded that like 3 days later. So then it like double hit. And I had to
Were people shocked to find that we were no longer at war with the USSR?
blown away. Yeah. When I talk about
Hold on. Have you heard of? Can we say the U word still?
I don't know.
Is that gonna take
I
me down?
wouldn't.
Oops.
Probably.
Cut that.
Yeah, just don't say it. Don't talk about it.
You're like, what? Is that true?
Is that a
Yeah.
real thing?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. Dancing, the algorithm, you have to dance around.
The
and
beginning of it all, we literally, what did we call it?
we had
We had a code word for that.
The
Gingivitis.
Democratic People's Republic of
the
Taiwan.
bread basket.
yeah.
The breadbasket of Europe.
No, we had even during COVID. It
We couldn't
was
say COVID or talk
gingivitis.
about it. We called it gingivitis. Yeah.
Yeah, they would flag a lot of videos instantly during that time period. So you have to always like skate around what can be said, what words you can't.
Well, I got my TikTok account. So
I'm
I
saying,
can't
we
say
just
shit
go to
about
Rumble,
China.
guys.
Oh yeah, and then make tens of dollars. The
stop.
studio would change
Heard
drastically.
Liberty Safe went to Rumble.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, that was an entire thing of.
I'm so fucking sick of it already.
Oh,
It's the internet, and it's going to be here for another 2 weeks.
I think my favorite part is the nonstop flow of information and misinformation, and how actually painful it is to figure out what is real versus not. Because you could see something with a billion views, billion comments, and at that point, it's just made up. It's just some dude typed out something funny and it went viral because.
Yeah, even I was like, wait, what was the actual story on this? And we had to unpack it where it's, okay, no, there was this case, or it was,
What's going on, Nick? How you doing?
Feeling all right over there, bud?
I'm good.
Hey, champ. Hey, slugger.
Trying to,
okay,
Hey, little buddy.
yeah, hang
Want to
on.
go get ice cream after this?
I'm trying to talk through osmosis right now. I need you to shut the fuck up.
Just bleed your thoughts into the microphone.
Baddie, what did I say about doing that in the podcast house?
I'm just fuming. Eli, cold turkey might be great on sandwiches, but there's a better way to break your bad habits.
Or are you talking about turkey sandwiches?
We're not talking about some weird mind voodoo from your crazy neighbor.
The crazy neighbors has turkey sandwiches?
We're talking about our sponsor, Fume, and they look at our problems in a different way.
That's how I look at Baddie, in a different way.
Not everything in a bad habit is wrong, so instead of a drastic, uncomfortable change, why not just remove the bad from your habit? Fume is innovated, award-nominated device that does just that.
Is it minty?
So minty. Instead of electronics, Fume is completely natural. Instead of vapor, Fume uses flavored air. And instead of harmful chemicals, Fume uses all natural delicious flavors. Fume has served over 100,000 customers and has thousands of success stories, and there's no reason that it can't be you. Join Fume in accelerating humanity's breakup from destructive habits by picking up the Journey Pack today. Head to tryfume.com and use code UNSUB to save 10% off when you get the Journey Pack today. That's tryfume and use code UNSUB and save an additional 10% off your order today.
Fume me, daddy. Hey, actually, here's a good one. What's one of your favorite stories outside of the stories you've done where you're like, hey, here is a historical piece I haven't done a video on, or it's too much to
When's
do a
this video
on.
come
Yeah, I
out?
was gonna say, what's next
Yeah,
week's
when's
video,
this video
about?
come? I can tell you what next
Whenever.
week's video is as long as this comes out after.
It will always
Oh,
come out
this
after.
is
Oh, good. I'm doing a video on
Probably
Lewis
2 weeks. Yeah.
Lewis Millet.
Who the fuck is that?
So it started off, there's this guy that led a bayonet charge during the Korean War. It's called
love it.
Bayonet Hill,
Okay.
right?
Good name
God,
for a
can I
hill.
show the picture of it?
Yeah.
I'll give you the picture and you can put it on screen.
Oh my God,
want
I
to
know
do
it's
this
this
with
one.
Baddie because I bet Baddie does the same thing I did and you did.
Look at this guy. This guy, both, it's him from military and then older.
Yeah.
And he is a fucking, yeah. Just take note of how he dresses.
I think I know who this is gonna be.
Who?
Is the guy with the glasses and like?
No, I know who you're, the accountant guy.
Yes.
The Delta
No,
boy.
no,
Yes,
no, no, no,
yes.
that's not him.
Okay, because I think that was Korea or Vietnam. I don't remember.
That was Vietnam. That was post-Vietnam. That was during the 90s crisis during the, yeah.
the Omega nerd looking dude with the big glasses. And but he's actually like a hardcore Delta fucking, or like one of the pioneers to Delta or something like that.
Have
Yeah.
you seen that guy?
I have
Dude,
no
he
idea
looks
what
like a
that is.
nerd.
He looks like
He's
you.
like,
Thank you.
literally. He looks
Actually,
like
it's secret.
you.
I'm a Delta operator. A lot of people don't know
But
that.
dude, it's like him. Even on his Class Ace photo, he's like with glasses, he's
Just the
goofy,
biggest,
and then the
nerdiest
biggest
fucking smile.
stack of you. This guy will fucking kill you, all down his
Okay,
chest.
Mike
so
Vining.
I'm gonna show you the picture of Louis Millet. I want you to point out the first 3 things you notice. As you notice them, I just want word vomit the words as soon as you see this picture.
Mustache. He's holding a knife and a bayonet, and he's got a lot of candy.
No, but look at
Cool.
his.
Now look at his neck.
Oh, is that a Medal of Honor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's
So
a hard
that's-
ass.
That's
Did
my
you see
point.
the 2 grenades?
Yeah.
Homie's persona is so badass. The Medal of Honor is like the 4th thing you notice.
Yes. Yeah.
So I start doing the research on this guy because I was just going to do Bayonet Hill, and I started doing the research on this dude. He grew up in the 1920s in the Great Depression, and he ended up his family came over in like the 15 or 1600s as indentured servants. They fought in every war America's ever been involved with. The Revolutionary War. Both his grandpas fought in the Civil War. World War
On
I.
opposite sides.
Yeah.
No, same side.
Oh, okay.
North.
Oh,
I
that was
checked.
a follow-up question.
I checked.
That's hilarious.
It's fair.
Romeo and Juliet.
The internet always asks. So, anyways, 1938, he joins the army. World War I hasn't kicked off yet. And a year later, it kicks off in Europe.
World War II.
World War II, sorry. And he's like, let's go. And they're like, no, we're not going in 1940. So he's like, fuck it. He abandoned his post and hitchhiked to Canada, joined the Canadian Army.
I have heard this.
And then he ends up going over, training with the Canadians, which is honestly a huge part of like why he's such a badass, because American military training in the 1930s was dog shit. Like they didn't have real guns, they didn't have grenades, they were training with like bags of sand and like fucking broom handles and shit. And so he got that training, and the Canadians, World War I, World War II, it's
Better.
they were some mean motherfuckers.
Apparently. So he just went there, trained with them. They were like, okay, we'll take you. Did he get a Canadian citizenship too then?
He didn't get citizenship, but if on like his dress uniform, he has a bunch of Canadian medals. So he has a bunch of Canadian medals. He fought over in Britain during the Battle of the Bulge, or not the Battle of the Bulge, fucking the Blitz. Like when Germany
Actually,
was like
blitzkrieg
really
into
gunning
and
for
firebombing London and all that shit.
Britain.
Yeah, yeah.
He fought during that, and then after America finally got involved and really got over there in 1942, he abandoned his post in the Canadian Army, went to the American embassy, and was like, "Hey, sign me up." And they're like, "Cool." And at this point, America was doing Operation Torch, which is North Africa. So they sent him down to North Africa. And at this point, he's now one of the most experienced fucking combat veterans in the U.S. military. And he's like leading dudes, and he ends up winning a Silver Star because they got a half track full of all this ammunition. They're like, we got to hide it. Put a bunch of hay bales on top of it so nobody sees the ammo. The fucking hay catches fire, and the driver just like runs away. It's like a shit ton of ammunition. So he like jumps in, floors it, drives it away, and like dives out while fucking shit's exploding out of the back behind him. Earns a Silver Star, and then he goes to Italy. He participates in 3 amphibious landings. He does 3 amphibious landings. He's at the Battle of Anzio and the Battle of Salerno, like these huge battles in Italy. And he ends up winning a Bronze Star there. I can't remember off the top of my head what the fuck that was for. He wins a Bronze Star, so he's a year into his military service in the U.S. Army, and the paperwork finally catches up, and they're like, hey, you deserted fucking 3 years ago. You're fired. So then they kick him out of the military.
Wait, he was in the military. They say he was deserted. He's off fighting battles for said deserted.
Right,
Silver
yeah.
Star and a Bronze Star.
He got a Silver Star and a Bronze Star. And they kicked him out for deserting, and then they turned back around, and they're like, hey,
We're sorry.
no, like immediately. Like it was like, you're fucking kicked out. Now you're hired, but you don't get leave, and you have to pay us
Drafted.
$52. And he's like,
got hit
he
with
was
the
so
$52
mad about
fine.
the $52. He was like, I don't give a fuck about the leave, dude. I left America to go fight people. I'm where I want to be. I don't care about leaving. I just want my $52. So he fights through the rest of World War II, goes back home, starts going to college. He's in the Maine National Guard. Korean War kicks off, and this dude is like, he's not fighting because like he wants America to win. He's fighting because like he actually believes in the principles of like free people. And that's why he
likes fighting a little bit. A little bit.
Yeah, that's fair. So North Korea attacks South Korea, threatening people's freedom. He's like, let's go. So he runs over to South Korea.
He deserts, joins the South Korean army.
He's out there. He volunteers to join the Wolfhounds, which is like a famous army unit that was a bunch of badasses. And he's fighting with them. He ends up getting shrapnel in his leg. And instead of going back behind the front line, he's like, I'll be an observer in a helicopter, like the pilot, and then I'll be the guy with the binoculars looking, because I'm too he got like shrapnel in his legs. He's like, so I can't run around, but I can sit in a helicopter and be a spotter and do like the most dangerous job possible without breaking a sweat. So he does that, and they have to go recover a P-51 Mustang pilot that got shot down, and there's only room for 2 dudes in this helicopter. So he's like, all right, I'll hop out. You take the pilot back. I'll just wait behind enemy lines for you to come back and get me. And like they were hunting him, and he's like running around hiding the whole time. So he escaped there. So then he makes a full recovery. Then he gets given command of a infantry platoon.
Good.
And while he's in command of an infantry platoon, he like intercepts Chinese correspondence that says that the Americans are scared of close quarters combat with the bayonet, which is like the funniest fucking communist propaganda ever. He's like, these Americans have a lot of bullets. Yeah, it's because they're scared to fight you guys with bayonets because you're so awesome. And that's why we guys don't give you guys much ammo. It's not because fucking communism sucks.
Yeah, they're just afraid of knives.
So they said that, and he's like,
Americans are afraid of
Louis
starving.
Millet is like,
they're always eating.
yeah, science.
That's the name of this episode. Americans are afraid of knives.
Kershaw.
Actually, we talked about that on the drive over here. I'm not afraid of knives.
Oh God, knives are afraid of you. So he ends up. He gets that correspondence. He's like, the fuck we are. And because he was trained with the Canadians, and the Canadians are fucking badass trench warfare. Like, I'm not like, this is a slight exaggeration, but only a little. Like the first draft of the Geneva Convention is just a list of shit the Canadians did in World War I. Dude, the Canadians were fucking savages.
World War I was...
The Canadians were going up to... The Canadians were like doing Pavlov shit to the enemy.
They were actually
like,
psychological, seeing how they would...
They were throwing food into the enemy trenches every day at like breakfast time for like 2 days straight. So then like one day, 3 days in, they're just like, here's a couple of cans. And then they all start running up like a fucking pinata just got broke at a birthday party. And then they just start fucking throwing grenades into the trenches. It's all shit the Canadians did.
Wait, is that illegal now? Can we not do that
super
anymore?
illegal now, yeah.
To use grenades in war?
Look, war crimes are dumb.
Okay, guys.
Wait,
you know why
it's
when you
illegal to use grenades now?
You know why you
What?
can't use feeders when you're hunting most animals?
Yeah, lay out a salt block and the Germans come crawling.
Oh, Eli, I cannot wait for my HelloFresh to get here.
What is HelloFresh?
With HelloFresh, you get farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients.
And seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep.
Skips the trip to the grocery store.
And count on HelloFresh to make cooking easy, fun, and affordable.
That's why it's America's #1 meal kit.
#1.
This fall, you've got places to be, and standing in the checkout line isn't one of them. Leave the meal planning and grocery shopping to HelloFresh.
You know why I love HelloFresh? Because I freaking hate grocery shopping. I hate it. I despise going to the grocery store and waiting in line and doing anything like that. But when it's at my doorstep, I'm a happy camper.
Let HelloFresh get the groceries and save you some cash with pre-portioned meals delivered right to your door.
Baddie, how easy was HelloFresh?
Well, an idiot like me could even do it. It comes in a box ready to go, everything portioned out with instructions. You just cook. Go to HelloFresh.com/50unsubscribe and use code 50unsubscribe for 50% off plus free shipping.
Wait, you get 50% off and free shipping?
It's awesome. HelloFresh.com/50unsubscribe. Jeez.
Oh
You've
my
seen
God.
like the pig feeders and they got like
Yeah.
tannerite in the middle of it. There's like pigs flying.
I envision this like a Meat Canyon video. It's like a salt lick, and then German's like,
Bunch of Germans come from.
okay, shoot him now.
But yeah, so then
Spotlight them.
Hold on. There it is. Yellow monetization.
Yeah, all right.
Ding.
There. So then,
oh god, he trains all his guys on how to fight with bayonets, and they just start like fucking bayonet charging hills and beating the fuck out of the Chinese. And he does one bayonet charge, and then he does another one, but it was like a major battle with a couple of platoons that he led the bayonet charge with at Bayonet Hill, and he ends up getting the Medal of Honor for that one. And then he got hurt, shrapnel to the legs again. Goes back behind for a month, goes back out again with the same platoon, does another bayonet charge, and the American government steps in and is like, fucking quit. We're giving you
bullets for a reason.
the Medal of Honor. You need to stop. We can't have Medal of Honor people dying, okay? Like, quit. So he ended up getting the Medal of Honor for one bayonet charge. He got the Distinguished Service Cross, which is like the next step down for a different bayonet charge. And then, then he went and after that, he fought in Vietnam, and he was part of the Phoenix program, allegedly, which is like, he did a bunch of like spook level shit during Vietnam. And
It's just crazy. Those are the individuals. I'm like, what stories can't you tell? I want to hear them. Like Dick Lachinko. Who's the one?
Cheney.
Dude,
Shotgun?
Special
Quail
Forces.
hunting?
Quail
I think we know that story.
The Red Cell guy.
Oh, I don't know.
He's started. Now this is.
I played Black
allegedly-
Ops. I don't know, is he in that? The numbers Mason? Like, what do you...
What do they mean?
Original Delta guys, I want to say, and as Special Forces Delta or SEAL Team 6, Dev Grew, he helped start that. And then he started Red Cell, which was a separate one for counterterrorism.
Those are the ones that got in trouble and got they disbanded allegedly.
Yes.
Yeah.
So these guys, they would have
Allegedly.
a hire to break into and steal Air Force One. Like they would have them infiltrate U.S. military government bases to show their weaknesses. And one thing is they stole Air Force One.
They started doing some big boy shit, like Mission Impossible level shit,
And they
that
would do it
wasn't
to
supposed to be possible. And it was basically like fucking up a bunch of high ranking officers' careers.
Yes.
And so they just disbanded the fucking program.
Yeah, Red Cell. That was the program. It
Yeah.
was an entire team.
It was wild as fuck.
Okay,
Making us look
goddamn.
But it's like, what? It's one of those weird stories. You read it, and then you're like, wait, this dude sounds like a fucking anime character. And you're just like, he's not real.
Whoa, hold on. You were telling us what your name meant?
Oh, yeah. Fish trout.
Yeah. So Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh my God, we just went off on a 30-minute tirade.
What did-
from
what?
the fucking, hey, what's your name mean? And that is Dick Machinko and Red Cell. We got World War II.
We just covered World War II, Korea, Vietnam,
Vietnam.
Red
One
Cell.
there,
But we're coming back to
Yeah,
it. We're coming back.
Well, the story's gonna suck now. The guy won a Medal of Honor in the
Yeah,
last
no,
one.
dude, Louis Millet, the
And
last
I
guy to
was
lead a
thinking, I
bayonet
was like,
charge.
man, I woke up
You're
with
next.
an ouchie in my tummy this morning, and that was hard. Dude's like, put me back in war. I'll quit this team if I have to join another to fight.
He's
Oh
going to
my
be
God.
like, so there's a fishing game in Red Dead 2 if you catch
That's
all the
literally
trout.
the story, dude. That's literally the story. No, they're a legendary fish, all right?
Oh my
There
God,
are
I was gonna-
legendary
and if you
animals
get the-
in the
all the
game. You can hunt, you can
Yeah,
fish.
I know them.
One
There's
of
bears and shit.
yeah, the big scary white bear, spirit
Yeah.
bear. One of them is a trout,
He's the
and
king.
it appears on the mini map. These legendary animals do as a drawing of the animal with a crown over it. And I saw it, and I turned to someone who was in the room with me and said, "King Trout." And that's been my name ever since.
Man, it's so cooler than the Special Forces guy.
Yeah. Glad I shared that.
I accidentally called. It's like, so it's a mini game of, and you're like, so it's a mini game.
All right. What's your favorite anime?
Oh. I do actually have an answer for this one.
Oh,
You thought
go.
You thought
Oh.
you'd get me. My favorite anime.
Wait, do
probably
you dabble?
Tangled.
Okay, God damn.
Okay, first of all, I'm mad because I'm a giant Disney fan. I love Tangled. Pascal is my favorite little Disney critter. It's a chameleon. I love chameleons. I love
seen
lizards.
Tangled.
I don't want to talk about it.
It's okay.
Rapunzel's hot, bro. Fuck you.
Bro, yeah.
Okay.
Rapunzel's hot at the beginning, and when she gets her haircut,
Oh,
too, it's
man.
still hot.
Nice anime.
Yeah. Cowboy Bebop.
Also,
a
fuck
basic
you.
white boy answer.
It's a
Good show. Good
It's
show.
a great show.
You can't go
Me
wrong.
and my wife been watching so much anime lately.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Blue's Clues.
Okay, we already had Tangled. I swear to God, Nick,
What?
do not do this to
You
me.
have it's actually a fucking show though.
Okay,
I guarantee you've never fucking seen it though.
go.
It's like this show where they basically are just following this dude in his random day-to-day life. and he's kind of got this son that's a little bit of a dipshit. His wife is like a Spanish substitute teacher, and he's got these 3 neighbors. They stand outside and drink beer all the time.
King of the hill. This is king of the hill. This is king of the fucking hill.
Yeah, bro, it's Texas anime.
I hate Texas anime more than anything.
Oh, dang it, Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby!
What is it? Ude, so poke.
That's my purse. Fuck you, son of a bitch. Didn't the guy who played Dale just die too? Dale Dribble, voice
Rest in
actor.
peace.
Go minasai, Bobby. Actually, King of the Hill dubbed in Japanese is fucking hilarious. I might need to do that myself.
Dude, I bet that would actually
That
make a
would
lot
be
of money.
You add in the sound effects.
Can you do
accessories?
Can you do Hank screaming in the Japanese voice? Oh.
Wait.
There's the short. Merry Christmas. We'll see that on all the shit.
Damn it, puppy. I don't know why they're just Japanese
Boobies,
accents.
yelling about boobies?
They're just Japanese accents.
Yeah, it's not actually in Japanese. It's just shitty accents.
Which makes it actually
I like
racist.
how it's like okay for you to do voices because you have
can do
Asian
one if you
ancestry,
want.
but it's like not even the same type of Asian. Like,
No,
because
no.
Americans are just like it's all the same. Asians are just Asians. There's not different cultures or anything involved ever.
I'm still mad. You had me believing you were Japanese for like 3
I
years.
never said this.
Don't you raise your voice tone at me? It was in the comments. They found the
I want to
clip.
see it. Find the clip.
We showed you the clip.
I think it's a lie. I think it's me saying I'm not Japanese because I would never say I'm Japanese. I can do the accent. I can do the Chinese one better.
Do it.
The Japanese one just sounds better. It's more cool. It's like, oh, Cantana or bread. Like, that sounds fucking epic.
more
I want to
mysterious.
quit.
It's
Yes,
just
there's a
South
question.
Park. That's just South Park.
Do you want to go to the podcast house already? You're like, yeah, I don't know what that is, or I didn't understand a thing you said, but yes.
Well, I'll accept your quest, sir.
yeah,
I'll start raining.
Yes, Sensei, I will accept your quest.
Oh no, you want to go to the podcast house? Okay, we go get there now. Come on. You're like, I don't want that quest. That quest sucks. I
Gotta make Nikes at the end of this.
Smashing this space bar, you're just getting through. I don't care what you're saying.
stop
bro.
hitting space bar. You go to the podcast house right now. We go right now. Okay, Nick, I'm sorry. I stop now.
You're fine.
King of the Hill with that voice, not as enjoyable.
South Park.
Yeah, it is South Park.
South Park.
Still, one of my favorite clips is watching. Trey and Matt Stone. They do those voices all the time.
Who?
Trey
Trey Parker
Stone.
and Matt Stone.
Yeah, Matt Stone.
South Park.
South Park.
I don't know what that is.
The creator.
I don't watch
creators of-
South Park.
Really? You didn't watch South Park?
No.
You've never watched them
I grew
do
up
the
on South Park.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that
You
was. Yeah.
Watch them do the Japanese voice,
I've
dude.
seen it.
Trey-
Watching him switch voices.
Oh, hello, kids. Oh, let's go. He's in the studio, and both are very white people. And he is just switching back and forth between the two voices. And they're recording. It is hilarious. And all the comments are always so part of it. Like, oh, South Park never changed. You guys are hilarious. Did you know, kids, there is a giant ocean between America, or a Japanese, and the Chinese. You're like, hello, kid. He's just going between shitty walk voice and then the Japanese voice. You have not seen this?
No.
Oh, we're going to watch that afterwards.
28 seasons. Of
Is there
South
that many
Park.
seasons of
Oh,
South Park?
there's like fucking 30.
There's so many
The show's
now.
been out for so long.
I stopped watching it in 2000.
They
Nine.
the only time, the second time they put Muhammad, they blurred him out. That was because the first time they just had
Oh yeah, I remember
Muhammad, the
that was
superheroes,
wild.
Bro, they were
Super
gonna
Friends.
get- yeah,
He
Charlie
came
Hebdo.
walking out like fucking.
It's the only time they censored something, and they were like, they did it over the top censoring because they had Muhammad as one of the superhero friends, and they're like, you guys didn't get pissed off when we showed him. Then, so the next time they brought him out, he was just a blurred box.
Put him in like a panda suit.
They wouldn't let him talk or anything.
What's that?
Oh, Muhammad, he's crazy. You've not
pretty
have
funny.
you seen these? Oh my God, you need to watch
Actually, you
fucking
enjoy
South
the
Park.
show. Speaking of superpowers, I think we gave me one last night, and I literally can't remember.
You could No.
Fuck, we did. I don't remember it.
Invisible? No.
I feel like it should have something to do with your kimono.
No, he was shape shifting. I forget the offset though. What
We
was
had
the
a
offset?
couple. One was he would every
You had a couple?
he
No.
could switch into who he wanted to.
Like
He would
transform your-
shapeshift.
Okay.
But in between, it was a random sex object, and then also you go time travel.
Yeah, I thought we settled on time travel. He gets to pick the year,
Okay.
but he doesn't get to pick the destination, his race, or his ethnicity, or his gender. Sorry.
Yeah,
But he's human.
He's
Yeah.
human.
I'll be hanging out from 1980 till now.
You might actually be hanging out.
you're like, what could go wrong with Burma? I'm in Burma,
Oh no! Oh no!
and you have to be there for at minimum 24 hours. That's better. That's it's like a lot.
Sentinel Island. What?
That'd be cool, dude. As long as I'm one of the dudes on the
I
island.
heard Africa
like-
was nice that time of year.
Yeah. If I'm living on the
One of the
island,
guys on
dude,
the island, I guess, maybe.
shooting arrows at the guy trying to bring Bibles.
I mean, that's not my island, bro.
The Rockefeller.
Goddamn churchgoers bringing books to us.
What that happened just how many
That
years
happened
ago?
like fucking 5 years ago at this point.
yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right.
That's what happened with
Remember, kids, when people start shooting at you, don't keep approaching them.
like, no, you're misunderstanding. This is what you want. Nope. That's how
I think we talked about it So Jesus is a really bad superhero. He's not going to force field the arrows away from you.
we've always said that he has some of the worst superhero powers.
Oh, I can walk on water. Okay, that's like kind of
Turning
good.
water
Water
into
to
wine?
wine.
That rocks, dude. That's like
that
top
is the
five.
most useless. He is a sidekick. Come on, Jesus, we want to get drunk.
He's the sidekick you keep around.
I can walk on water. Can you walk faster than a fucking jet ski? Otherwise, I don't
He might have healing powers, I guess. Maybe.
I can walk on water. Hard cut to you on Jesus's back. Go. He's walking across the lake. Hurry.
Walking
There's
to
like
North
fire
Sentinel
on that
Island.
side. Hurry up,
2
Jesus.
feet deep, bro. We could just walk through. He's like, I don't want to get my boots wet.
I can turn this lake into
I was
wine.
just about to
Cool.
say, reaches down and touches the ocean. Everything's wine.
Great, you killed the world.
Can he walk on wine?
Now he's a super villain.
I don't know. What
Can he
yeah.
walk on wine if he turns it into wine?
What's the condition?
If he turns it into wine, will he fall in?
Yeah, I don't know.
Does he know how to swim?
I don't think the Bible.
A lot
could
of
be
shit
an
has
issue.
water in it. Are we talking just got to be like, oh, man. Now we breaking down Jesus' powers. This is
Yeah,
where
we got to
we're
go
at.
somewhere else.
We really need to change the subject.
Some wine. And he can heal stuff. He's a paladin.
Like a really bad paladin.
He literally came back from the dead. That's the whole point of the book.
He's a Death Knight paladin.
Is that the point of the book?
I mean,
Is that the point of the book?
You're
friends.
misconstruing Easter and the overall point of the book.
Did you read that? It's like, oh, he was crucified and he came back. What a great book. That was it. That's all you took away.
When did he become a furry in the bunny thing? When did that part? When did he wear the tail?
what's the jelly beans? I don't get it. The fucking bunny and the eggs. Some disconnect there. I don't see how those. And then there's fucking quarters in the eggs. Sometimes if your family's poor.
Just hide him.
Pennies,
I don't know.
dimes. Yeah, those were the bad eggs.
How much did the tooth fairy leave you guys? That's a real question of how wealthy your families were.
The fuck is a tooth
50
fairy?
cents to a
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah,
probably.
but
probably
you're old as fuck. What's the conversion rate on that?
$1 now.
No, I was just talking to somebody who has a kid who lost a tooth and they left $10 under their pillow.
Oh yeah. I
Yo,
look at
inflation is real.
That's
I look at
insane.
my kids. I'm like, you spoiled pieces of shit.
do you leave money for your kids' tooth fairy?
Yeah.
What was the last time you did?
Oh, Ryden, when Ryden landed, he lost his last tooth when he came to Texas because we were in the airport and I yanked it out. I was like, what the fuck? That thing's still in there? He's like, yeah, daddy. Look.
I love the notion of like some dude in Texas going to pick up his kid at the airport. What the fuck have you been doing? Ripping his goddamn loose teeth out. Jesus Christ, Eli.
Get that shit out of your head.
Couldn't even get home first. We're doing it at the airport.
Oh, yeah. I was like, it's still in there, bro. You should have pulled that out like 3 months ago. He's like, it won't come out, daddy. I'm like, get. And I used to go like that there. He's like, oh, that wasn't bad. Okay. And that was it.
Did you leave money under his pillow after?
Yeah, of course.
How much?
How much?
Hot Wheels cars, not money. I just give him Hot Wheels cars. The Tooth Fairy gives him Hot Wheels cars.
Nice. What car?
One of them.
I want to know the car. Tell me about the Hot Wheels car. I'm excited about the Hot Wheels car.
I cannot tell you how many he has. He has.
Can I see his Hot Wheels cars?
Yeah, there's about 2,200 at this point.
Oh my gosh, I want to see this.
2,200.
Yeah,
What?
Yeah, he has.
Are they?
Well, I mean,
does
I get
he,
he
does
likes
he open
cars,
them
that's
or
fair.
keep them in the packaging?
Oh, trust me. I wish he kept them in the package because Ryden likes expensive collector's ones to open. And
Good.
I don't know why. And then he
Good.
likes
Look at
Angry
him?
Birds. Huh?
What is he gonna look at them?
Have you ever seen how
rip 'em out of the
sad?
box. Drive
Have you
'em
ever
around,
seen
man.
how sad the collector's toys were in Toy Story? They should be played with.
Oh no.
He plays
He's
with
doing
them.
the right thing.
He beats the shit out of him. He's like, Father, you paid $80 for this one Hot Wheel car? Watch this.
He's paying. There's your answer to your fucking question.
I guess that
Hot
an
Wheels.
$80 Hot Wheel car.
Bro, I know trust me. When Ryden came, he was like, I had to upgrade his laptop to I was putting in a new hard drive in his laptop. I was like, oh yeah, I bought him a laptop. Oh, this thing probably sucks. I put GTA 5 mods on it because he wanted GTA 5. I didn't realize that thing just runs it at 140 frames a second. It's a super nice laptop. I mean, you spoiled piece of shit. This
Well,
wasn't
didn't
even
GTA 5 came out in like 1982 at this point? It was that long ago?
This is long. But mods and Ultra, it looks really good. And Ryden
was
gets to be
Oregon
happy.
Trail GTA 5.
GTA 5.
That was the
That's
order
right.
they came out. It was Oregon Trail.
GTA 5 has been out for over 10 years, right?
Was it 10? Bro, I don't even, probably you're right. I remember back in the day, it used to take a mammoth computer to run. Now it's like a shitty laptop can powerhouse.
2013, 10 years
A great year.
Oh, we're old. A fucking decade?
of GTA 5
Bro, that
of
was
buying
10 years
shark
ago.
cards with your mother's credit card. Do you remember when shark cards first popped up on the game? That was how you could buy
I've never played it.
in-game current.
I can't get mad.
You've never played Red Dead. You've never played GTA 5.
I was busy watching King of the Hill in my defense.
on Crunchyroll. Everyone's favorite anime website.
That was funny. That was okay. That was funny. God damn it. Public service announcement! Attention all my bearded beasts from stubble to mane.
If you didn't already know, Manscaped now sells beard products.
You heard that correctly. The leaders in below-the-waist grooming changed the game with their Beard Hedgered Pro Kit. And now they're going a step further with a brand new handyman.
GVAN, punch in, punch in, punch in.
An electric face shaver for a quick and convenient way to achieve a clean-shaven look. Whether you're looking to sharpen up your neckline or give your face that smooth finish, the handyman has you covered. Go to manscaped.com and use code UNSUB for 20% off and free shipping. It's time to go from 5 o'clock shady to yeah, baby. No one likes a weird beard, so say goodbye to your stubble trouble with the Manscaped Beard Hedger.
I have a weird beard because my genetics. Looking for something, dare I say, smoother? Look no further than Manscaped's new Handyman's Face Shaver. If you're like us, you know clean shaven is a hassle.
Ew.
That's why you use this.
The Handyman by Manscaped. So get 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com if you use code UNSUB.
They'll get 20% off and free shipping with code UNSUB at manscaped.com. But they don't do it. We're going to start where anime is. That's a really good art. That should be a t-shirt
We should
design for you.
honestly make a King of the Hill anime.
Accessories in anime style.
You should do that. Make like hang all the four of them dressed
But
like
anime.
them.
Propane.
Make them anime guys.
God.
No, but I need to play it. GTA 5. I've barely played GTA 5. I've
Never
watched
played it.
Yeah, Ryden's beat it.
I have a couple hundred hours in it probably.
Ryden.
We used to play
still
online
beat it.
constantly.
That's
Like-
like the only video game I've played for the last decade.
I mean,
Well,
yeah.
in Red Dead.
You don't say.
And Red Dead, yeah.
What else? What is that?
Why did you look at him like
What?
You know, guys who played the most popular video game of all time. They wear kimonos and headbands and pink sunglasses. We know all about them.
Like,
Let me guess your favorite car in GTA 5. Is it a gold Camaro?
No,
no
El Camino.
Camaros?
It's an El Camino, isn't it?
I would roll around in one. I don't think you can make them gold. I don't know. I
You
play
can
on
definitely
my
make it gold.
my
You can do
Xbox
anything in-
360.
anything in those games. You got a
That's why I
PS5
started.
finally.
Yeah, that's cool.
Now you're playing Red Dead. What else?
The new Harry Potter.
I haven't played
okay.
that. I've
was a
heard
lot
it's
of fun.
really good.
It was a lot of fun.
That I tried playing Fallout 76. It was fucking terrible.
Sorry, you
It
even
ruined
bought
Fallout. My
Fallout
favorite
76
video
now
game.
is great. Play it on PC though. Sorry.
Why is it great?
was like,
why is
Just
it
bought a
great now?
PS5.
Sorry.
Why is it good now?
Fallout
though?
76 is really they fixed every problem with the initial launch. Realistically,
Here's
the
my
game
thing
is
with
great.
it. I fucking hate other people being there.
You should
Online
probably
game?
not play Fallout 76.
Like
then.
I really liked. I really
that is the
liked.
premise of the game.
premise of the
I
game.
really
That's
liked
not the game
RPG.
bad.
I thought it would be okay, and then I started playing it. I was like 25 minutes in, and I was like, no. I realize now I like RPGs because I like being the only dumbass on the planet.
Yeah, fair.
And now that there's other dumbasses here, just
know,
like
that's
real life,
fair.
they're ruining it for me.
Just like you in World
Okay.
of Warcraft, you're like, God, this world is so beautiful, and who the fuck is that?
Too many goddamn people
What
around.
are all
Why
these
did that man
jumping
just
people?
appear? Why is his name red? Stab, stab, stab,
Yeah,
stab.
why are they
ganked?
dancing? I hate this game. Fuck this game. You're a solo player guy.
Yeah,
You've-
look at him. Of course he is.
Yeah.
He says he's not gonna like Final Fantasy 16 and 7.
He's not gonna like Final Fantasy 16.
He likes 7. He's a huge
Final
7.
Fantasy 16 is just anime. It's anime.
I mean, so 7.
7's different.
How? It's literally
7 has nostalgia built into it.
Yeah.
Realistically, like
Yes,
it does.
I know. It's a nostalgic.
16 is just a new anime game.
Is 16 the one with the pop stars driving around in
That's
the
15.
desert?
14.
Oh, okay.
15. 14's the online.
14's online. Yeah, no, you're right.
You won't like that one.
No, that one.
Definitely
No,
not
you
like
will
that
not
one.
like 15.
I'm
15
morally
is-
opposed to anything after Final Fantasy 9. Once
10
you-
was amazing.
Once you get into double digits and you have the audacity to call it Final Fantasy, I've just morally objected to the entire conversation.
We talked about this on the
Final
trip.
Fantasy,
Final
unless
Fantasy.
it makes enough money, then we're gonna fucking do it again.
None of them are connected.
Final.
They're all different.
I know, but Squaresoft at the time. That's what we were talking on the ride. That was Final Fantasy was their last hurrah and their last game.
Oops.
And then it took off and like, yo, we did it right.
Do it again.
Fucking keep
Run
rolling
it
these
back.
bitches out.
80 more times.
Final Fantasy 10 was really good. They did a remaster of Final Fantasy 10.
10 is good.
10 is very good.
Tactics. You play
Tactics is
Tactics.
amazing.
Tactics rocks.
Fuck off. 7, 9, nothing else matters.
Have you played Tactics?
No.
It's Game
Tactics
Boy
is
Advance.
so
Bro,
different.
go buy a Game Boy Advance, plug in Tactics,
Hell yeah.
call it a day.
You name your clan, and I made up this silly, funny word that didn't exist at the time when
Was it
I
about
owned
fish?
the game.
King
no,
Trout.
it was Barrack was the name of my clan, and then like 5 years later, we got a president with that same name. I predicted the future with my Final Fantasy Tactics clan name, dude. I play that game again. I'm predicting the next president with a weird ass name. I just got a gaming PC.
Guys, have you ever heard of Herrera?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's 2 more years and we'll have Herrera.
I can't fucking wait for that.
Dude, President
I still think
Brando.
he's going to be there pissed off. If Brandon ever made it.
mad.
Yeah, you just like, oh, I didn't want this. Fuck. Hey, guys, welcome back. Hey, what's up, you mother lovers?
Hey, you sexy YouTube mother lovers.
That's how he starts his
spins
presidential
around in the chair in
address.
the Oval Office with all the guns behind him.
We're like, no, Brandon, you can't do this.
It's gonna be so awesome.
He's got a button that brings him White Claws.
He's just going live.
It's just me handing in the white claw. I'm like, okay, sorry.
The president's here doing fucking a podcast. That means you just have all the security just waiting outside, just looking at us. We're like, can he say that? No, okay, we can't say that.
The older I get, the more upset I get with politics and pretty much
Yeah.
adults in general.
Everything. People.
Yeah.
People. It's people.
I don't involve myself.
The 20s, I think, is that where no one cares about either side, and then you get into 30s, and then people start caring. You're
Bro,
like,
it's not even that for me. It's just becoming an adult. Like I remember being a little kid and being like,
life's awesome.
I disagree with you about this. Let's go ask the fucking teacher. The teacher's going to tell us who's right because the teacher fucking knows everything. And now I have friends that have been teachers for fucking 10 years. And it's like, I have seen you do cocaine. Like, I don't know why the fuck.
Dude, that teacher rocks.
Like, I mean, they weren't a teacher when they did it, but like, I was in school. I was there in 7th grade when you were like, how come if the earth is a sphere and gravity pushes stuff down and America's right here and China's on the other end of the world, how come the people in China don't fall off into outer space? And that person's a fucking teacher now. It's like, I've lost all faith in everything at this point.
I had a 5th grade teacher tell me off the top of her. I was like, how fast is the Earth moving through space? Me and this other kid were having a fight about it. And I was like, it's got to be tens of thousands of miles an hour. My teacher interjects because this kid was like, like 30, 40 miles an hour, or otherwise we'd shoot off the planet. Like, dumbass teacher.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense. It makes sense, bro. It makes sense.
My dumbass teacher was like, yeah, probably like 400, 500 miles an hour, I'd guess. So she's probably blow teacher.
She's doing cocaine on the weekends.
Yeah, like 400, 500 miles an hour. I don't know.
You know how fucking annoying it's got to be a teacher right now with every kid having a smartphone and Google, knowing the answer to everything all the time.
Well, we always heard it's like you won't have a calculator in your pocket all the time, and that's why we
Lies.
couldn't use a calculator. And now, fuck you, Miss Poole.
Well, that's interesting because like I'm in fucking.
What was that name, Eli? You just call out one of your teachers? Hey, fuck you, Mr. McConnell, bitch. She's good at new geometry.
She's 80 right now.
I drink on the internet.
She made her own Unsub #1 fan shirt. And she's like, oh, I can't wait for this episode.
Tuning in.
He said, Miss Poole, that's me.
The next calculator thing is AI.
Oh, bro.
It's so insane.
AI can do math really fast.
Yeah.
Faster than a calculator.
What's that, your English paper you need written? Double space font 8. Here we go. Boop.
Dude, that would be the hardest part right now with teaching is AI.
But here, I don't know how I feel because, like, on one hand, like, yeah, you should do the work, but on the other hand, like,
You are doing
if
the work.
if you're learning it faster, like, then we need to reassess how we do fucking questions. Because if you're mad that you asked a question, I asked AI, and I let AI summarize it in 3 paragraphs instead of all of chapter fucking 3. You know what I mean? Like, and then I read the 3 paragraphs and I understood what it meant. Like, I don't think that that's a bad thing. You just sped everything up. And then it all goes back to the calculator argument of what if fucking AI goes away? Well, fucking, I guess we shouldn't drive cars because what if an EMP goes off? We should just ride horses instead because cars might not be around all the time.
You heard it here. Ride horses, not cars.
Save a car, ride a cowboy.
Wait, what?
Right? Is that your next shirt? Save a car, ride a cowboy. Fat electrician. Like, why is this made? I didn't want this shirt, guys.
Did I mention I'm a cowboy?
I'm not wearing it. My shirt this month is Fat Electricians, Taquitos, and Gas.
Oh, yeah,
My
yeah.
gas station shirt.
I was like, oh, that's a good shirt.
And it says, we trust you to wipe your own ass across the bottom.
Oh, the
Not
toilet
my
paper.
man.
Yeah, the
I
toilet
take it.
I
paper
saw
thing.
people have been sending you toilet paper.
Yeah,
Is
I've
that
gotten
right?
a lot of toilet paper sent to my P.O. box recently.
Wait, what?
I had a whole video where I did
yeah,
I
yeah.
did the history of toilet paper and toilets because I was mad that my wife bought single ply toilet paper for me on accident.
Which is
So
basically
then
a
I did-
work.
Imagine being married to this motherfucker where you buy the wrong toilet paper one time, and now the internet.
Bro,
Baby, it was an accident. Are you sure it's okay? Yeah, it's fine. I don't
I'm gonna go
care.
film a video real quick. Door slowly shut.
Yeah. I said nothing's wrong, honey.
I'm getting toilet paper mailed to my P.O. box all
it
the
good
time.
toilet
now.
paper
Yeah,
too?
it's like quilted
10 ply?
northern. Yeah, I'm wiping my ass with mattresses now. It's
Fucking
great.
angel wings are caressing your taint.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, bro.
And then
Why is the title of this dumb bitch one?
I have a short I filmed that I haven't uploaded yet, but a couple days ago she sent me to the store at like 7 o'clock at night because she wanted Oreos, and I filmed it. I was like, fucking send me to the store at 7 o'clock at night to get me Oreos. I'm gonna get revenge for this toilet paper incident. She got regular Oreos, not double stuffed. She's getting 1 ply of fucking filling, and she's gonna be mad about it.
We'll get you single ply Oreos. That's
Do
not what
they
they're
still
called.
make just regular Oreos?
Oh yeah.
bro, I think I might have a hot take here.
If you say fuck all about Oreo filling right now,
I'm
bro,
actually
I will come over
I'm a
this
single
table.
ply Oreo guy. Unless you say single ply toilet paper, and I will.
Yeah, no, that's
You're dead.
Disgusting. Dude, single stuff.
haven't
Oreo.
been-
They
I
got
haven't
the
been-
fucking ratio right. They figured it out the first time.
With milk?
No, they
You're
didn't.
between two very large, thick men. Remember, think about what you're saying, sir.
I understand that was the
We probably
take
look
back
like
in
an
the
Oreo
era
right
that
now.
you wanted to live in, Mr. Goldwatch.
Actually,
the
we
same-
have a double
the same
sta-
era
What
where
It's
is
a
your
really
issue?
nice watch. I love your watch. I really
the
do.
same era of like being like super thin, early 2000s. What was attractive?
I don't need to eat. I
We've
have
gone
heroin
into
and
modern
cocaine.
times. We prefer it to be thicker. It's better.
Just ripping cigs, eating energy drinks, eating energy drinks.
If you move over there, then we have a double stuffed Oreos. We'll be the ends. We'll have our 2 nice thick fillings in the middle.
Here's the stuffing, baby.
Eli, can you believe we've had 7 months without an NFL game? That's crazy, Canadian Baddie. What? Well, good thing that's over. NFL is here in DraftKings Sportsbook. The official sports betting partner to the NFL is giving you a can't-miss offer for 1 week. This week, a new customer can get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you just bet $5 on any NFL game. DraftKings is hooking everyone up with game day greatness. All customers can take advantage of 2 new offers every single game day this September. Check the app to see what you get. Canadian Baddie, you are the best. That's code Unsub only at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. The crown is yours. That's right, the crown is yours. Download now and use code Unsub to sign up. And new customers can take home $200 in bonus bets instantly just for betting $5. That's $200 for $5. Gambler problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1-800-GAMBLER.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOP-INY or text HOPINY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of the Boot Hill Casino Resort. KS. 21 plus age varies in jurisdiction. Only in Ontario. ccdkng.com/football for eligibility terms and responsibility. Gaming resources. Bonus bets expire 7 days after insurance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Hi. You want to be my single ply?
You can hit him. It's okay. You want to be my single?
Please, nobody here hit me. I
will
clearly
break.
do not work out.
When was the last time you... Wait, okay, so single ply. Wait, we've asked this before. It's my favorite question. It's the standing to wipe to sitting to wipe and watching...
Excuse me?
Did you notice 50% of people will stand and wipe, 50% will sit and wipe? I don't know.
This all goes back to, I think 98% of people are fucking idiots.
Wait. If you
of the
now
half
everyone's
of
like,
people-
which one do you do? Do you stand and wipe?
Dude, I'm mid squat.
See, he mid squats. You?
What do you mean?
You know what we're asking, Nick.
Yeah.
It's
No.
okay.
Do you
Tell
sit
us.
or do you
No,
stand?
I'm sitting.
So you're the cheek guy. You the cheek lean? Cheek
I don't
lean
even
wipe?
I
have
mean,
to
you
do
scooch
that.
forward a little and lean
see?
over.
Okay.
Interesting technique.
See, Baddie?
I'm not
I
trying
have
to
a bidet now.
Do I look like
you're just like this?
Bro, I get water blasted. It's great.
Yeah.
I live for it.
People stand. So he does this.
Why are you doing fucking? No wonder you're so skinny. You're doing fucking leg day every time you
Yeah,
try
no,
to wipe your ass.
Yes, exactly. And
Bro,
I
I did
shit
it for
like
years.
18
That
times
literally
a
Baddie does
day.
it. Look, that's 50-50. We are literally 50-50.
Yeah,
See?
Wrong.
But I have moved on to bidet life.
I've moved on to waffle stomping.
I hate that it doesn't change. You're like, I just have a dirty butt, but I really love
Stomping
pushing my
shit
shit
into the
down
drain.
my shower drain.
Shower drain. Removable shower head, full blast.
It makes me mad that there's names for some things. Like, why is that? Why?
Someone came up with waffle stop, and then it went through enough people where it became a thing. One dude said, "Man, you ever waffle stomp a turd before?" That dude said, "What?" He explained it, and then that one guy went and explained it to his friends, and now we were saying waffle
the
stomp.
internet became a thing in the late 90s, early 2000s. Urban Dictionary happened, and then people were like, waffle stomping.
Think about that. That's how that works.
There's some great words.
It's the fucking internet. This is what we do.
What's the blowjob while you're shitting? What's
Blumpkin.
Blumpkin. Why?
Who came
Female
up with that?
version, Tweagle.
Pardon?
Wait, what?
The female version of a Blumpkin.
That
called
is
a
you're
Tweagle.
playing that. You're danger close. That is.
You're making up a word and you're starting it right now.
No, I'm not. That's
Here,
that's
here
a
we
real
go back.
thing.
We're back to Jeff. He's just making
Yeah,
up
just
words.
like, you ever twiggled? What?
Ever twiggled?
Is it twiggled? Twiggled?
How does that work
Bro.
physically?
What,
You gotta
I
lean
don't-
right.
look,
You
I
just
don't
lean
know.
along, just lean back.
But think,
Like,
no,
lean
because
back.
you're like,
Like legs up?
No, you don't need to have your legs up. You just, your chin's on the seat, right? Like your chin's got to be on the seat.
but then there are things pointed this way.
I've never seen one, so I wouldn't know.
I've seen videos.
I saw a video.
All right, subreddit. We have a job for you guys.
Yeah, ask the people
I
on
need a
Reddit.
diagram.
What does a vagina look like?
I don't want a video. I want a hand-drawn diagram of a Tweagle. What did you call it? A reverse Blumpkin, a female Blumpkin.
And it has to be drawn in crayon.
I want MS Paint, crayon, or
MS
colored
Paint.
pencils. That is it. That is your task. GVAN show, guys. Cut this into a short.
And then someone create a twiggle design for Fat Electrician's merch.
Hold on, I think that's the name of it.
If it's not, it is now. So I'm gonna need you guys to
Oh,
get on
no.
that. Make it a thing. Spread that
You
rumor.
just made a word.
I don't think I did.
Well,
I hope it's a shirt that
I heard
everyone
it from a
starts spamming.
friend, but my friend might be an idiot. Who knows?
Your friend might be John.
your friend is
just
an idiot.
doing that.
No matter
Creating
what,
words.
he is.
Maybe I'm gonna look it up in case it means something.
Yeah,
Bat,
you
I
should
just thought
probably
about
do
that.
Yeah, well, let's look that up.
It's a
Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle.
This is the same friend that. Never mind.
Is this the same teacher that
There's
is
one part in like South America where it's very offensive. We're like, uh-oh.
our one South American fucking viewer?
What's it saying? Tweagle.
You guys, were you
How do
hiding
you
it like
spell
we're in
tweak-
fucking high school? The
I don't-
cameras aren't going to see it.
I don't want anybody to see my cell phone.
Tweagle. Tweagle.
What do you think they're
Was your
gonna
cell
do?
phone got your personal? You got your social security number on the back of it?
No, it's an iPhone 11 mini, and it's seafoam green because it's
That's
my
why
favorite
he was
color.
hiding it.
Is that the answer to the question?
No wonder
sir?
your phone runs so slow.
Hold on, it's still loading. All 3Gs are working really hard right now.
They're trying so
I didn't type tweaks. I don't know how to spell.
Dude, 3G.
Oh, I was completely wrong. It's on Urban Dictionary. Tweagle, to give someone a little pinch under the arm or on the inside of the thigh so that it leaves a bruise. Yeah. Apparently that's a tweagle.
Okay.
Did you expect to get double twiggled today?
Oh, a female Blumpkin's called a clamkin.
A clamkin?
It's a clamkin.
G-Man, cut this in. It's a clamkin.
Dude, that's such a good word.
Blumpkin, clam. Okay.
See, that worked. And it's a clamkin. Just the old ladies just be like, babe, can you give me a clamkin real quick?
Jesus Christ.
Would you be down though? No, you're gonna opt out.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Is that your
Yes.
line? Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm the odd man out.
You're wearing a kimono. Yes, you're the odd man out.
Yeah, I get freaky.
You look like a guy that loves clamkins.
Receiving?
I don't know.
Give up.
The kimono throws me off.
Yeah.
How did we end up here? Where was this story? Where
Well,
did
we
we
were
start?
talking about a Medal of Honor,
We had
Red
King
Dead
Trout.
Redemption 2, and now we're
GTA
talking
5
about.
is 10 years old.
Yep.
Remember when we used to have bullet points to talk about things on the podcast?
No, we did.
But we also
Yesterday.
drank then, so we'd forget things.
Yes, that's why I was like, okay, who are we talking about this night?
It was a
my
bullet point.
What's
Female oral sex on
Did you
toilet.
guys get, okay, I don't know what happened yesterday. I'm going to pretend it doesn't matter. Because it doesn't. How did you get into social media? What started you into this?
That's
Why
the
is
one.
this-
That's the secret that we were talking about earlier. Because he was like, "Oh, I actually did it for this super secret reason, which we will discuss later. It's great and not petty."
This is all out of spite. There is one person that I created all of this to prove a point to.
That's my favorite type of why I create something.
Just pure rage.
Yeah.
What's that? You guys aren't doing a thing right? We can do it more successful. Hey, Eli, does that sound familiar?
Like, "Ooh."
That's weird.
Like, why did you create the Mona Lisa? Fucking hated that bitch. It's like, wait, what?
ugly as
Wait, you're
shit.
not, I wasn't inspired by anything? No, just pure rage. And I made this beautiful painting. You good over there?
Yeah, getting that out of the way.
It's just like, I'm making a lot of noises.
Appreciate
Put that over there.
I forgot. Yeah, there's a microphone. You can't make noises. It's whatever.
What do you have for future content?
Oh, fuck. Whatever comes to mind.
Yours is, what is your process? Because everyone has a different one. You have like, you went from short form to longer form now. Ish. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. You were like, hey, and now your format, you got the reels down. You have short form down really good. But what is, hey, here's how this idea comes up, and then I start running with it.
I'll sink like
drugs?
12 to 15 beers, and then scroll through, my Instagram feed and see something that enrages me, and then drunkenly film a video.
So similar to Nick.
I don't do that as much anymore. I still
Oh
do a
my
little
God.
bit, though.
Oh, you've
smoke
toned it back.
coherent.
Okay, yeah.
I know who you remind me of now.
Uh-oh.
True Detective.
Holy shit,
Bro,
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey and True
Dale
Detective.
Gribble. What are you talking about?
And Dale Gribble.
Pocket sand.
Oh my God, Dale Gribble.
You are one conspiracy theory away, brother. Dale Gribble
parallel
never
has
went to
been drawn.
Vietnam and he became a hippie instead.
I was hanging out with like family friends, and there was an older gentleman there, and
Is it your dad?
he's one of my dad's friends, but he's like, you remind me of somebody, and I thought he was gonna be like, you know, like my buddy's kid or my nephew or whatever, and he was like, conspiracy theory sunglasses guy, king of the hill. And I was like, fucking Dale Gribble. He's wearing sunglasses, ripping cigs, talking about the government.
Yeah.
This is the vibe, dude.
With the kid. Is that one
Definitely
beautiful?
mine.
Yeah, definitely my child.
John Redcorn's always sneaking out the house.
I forgot this.
Dude, that show rocks.
Wife's been going in for 10 years for migraines, still gets them.
Fuck. Such a classic show.
It's the best anime.
I haven't watched. So you watched King of the Hill, but you never watched South Park. You're like, nah.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of crazy, yeah.
I tried it once because people just would not shut the fuck up about it. And you
still
have to
don't?
watch it. You have to watch it. You have to watch it. You have to watch it. I watched one episode, and I think I blame the episode because it was the fucking human centipede.
That was a
episode.
Oh,
that was
yeah,
a
that was
bad
a-
episode.
And I was like, this is fucking stupid.
Bro, you have to
interested.
watch. You have to watch the Enola Gay episode.
Wait, which one's the Enola Gay?
The dolphin and whale.
Oh my god,
Jesus Christ. What?
that's with the Japanese.
Yeah.
Do I even want to
And
know?
the chicken.
Yeah.
Oh
get
my god,
upset.
I forgot about the chicken and why World War II.
Yes.
one of my favorites is still the
classic
shitty wall.
The classic philosophical question: who came first, the Japanese or the chicken?
We don't know what a whale.
So many good episodes, man.
Dude, they walk in because whaling. You remember that time frame when whaling was very bad?
It was awesome.
Well,
Oh,
there were
wait.
wars about it
Wars about whaling
on the Discovery Channel.
I love mankind.
Whale wars.
Well, Japanese South Park just does it. It's like anytime a whale shows up, they just run up and start stabbing it and then run away. There's an entire episode about that. That is episode.
You know, there's like aliens are real and they're watching us and they're like, bro,
We're literally
the ground.
sitcom
The
for
ground
aliens.
is full of oil, and these fucking idiots figured out that there was a little bit inside whales, and then proceeded to sail around the fucking ocean,
I think we
killing
should-
whales
we should bring
instead of
back
just
whaling.
digging a hole. And then, and then you're sitting there, you're like, oh, people aren't that dumb, and you're like, oh, fucking CPR was invented after the atomic bomb.
Really?
Yeah, think about that.
You're bringing them back from the
If you ever,
atomic bomb
if you ever
CPR.
question human intentions, I'm gonna figure out how to split an atom of uranium in the middle, releasing the chemical bonds to kill a bunch of people. Before I figure out that if I push up and down on the heart, it makes the life sauce move around a little bit longer.
the nuke was a better idea.
Oh my god, that's a life sauce.
We're way more interested in killing people than we are in saving people. Just don't forget that.
You just need a can of ragu that says life sauce on it. It's a good. You just have so much merch you can do with just the words.
It's a good
you
thing
word
he
vomit.
makes a lot of merch.
I know. I didn't realize though we made CPR. It came after how many years? 20.
It was like a while after, yeah. Like
We split atom. Oh my god.
I know the internet was invented after the atomic bomb too.
That is true.
I don't think that's on the same level of like cavemen could have been
The
doing
internet
this.
was a mistake, and we
You know
were
what I
not
mean?
ready.
No.
I will. There's
I remember that time period. What internet was created in 70s, the initial, and then 90s it became more.
the
So-
90s,
so in
the
like-
the public internet.
Yeah.
So in like the
Eight guys.
1600s, there was this girl in France and she drowned.
And then from there,
And then they pulled her out of the lake, and the dude that pulled her out is like, wow, this 16-year-old girl's really pretty. I'm gonna stick her in a vat of fucking whatever to preserve her until somebody family claims the body. And then nobody came to claim the body, and they're like, well, shit. And he's like, well, I'm gonna make an impression of her face, a mold, because I think she's that beautiful.
Okay.
And then we'll bury her. Right.
Wait, is
and
this
then,
real?
And then yeah, during the Victorian era, it became like really popular to have like a mold of this face as like a piece of fucking decor in the house, right? So there was like all these molds made of this face to have all this decorative shit,
human.
right? And then
it's one
that,
face.
that goes, yeah, it's the same girl's face, and that goes on for a while, and then they ended up inventing CPR, and then they needed a face for the CPR dummy.
And they brought her back to life.
So then the face on the CPR dummies is actually the face of this girl that drowned in France in like the 1600s.
Wait, is that where all the dummies' faces?
Yeah, that's all the dummies' faces because they already had all the molds made. So they're like, fuck it, we'll just use these. So they,
God, I
they
hate
used
you
they
'cause-
used her face for all this shit, right? And then, no, stop, just wait. So they used her face for all the dummies for CPR. And then there was this fucking guy that used to like sing songs and make music and shit. And he took a CPR class, and everybody calls these CPR dummies Annie because that was the girl's name from France, Annie. So like all the CPR dummies are named Annie. And this pop music icon took a CPR class. Yeah.
Is he fucking with me?
No.
Wait, are you?
That's where Smooth yeah.
Smooth Criminal.
Smooth Criminal, Annie, are you okay comes from. Because he took a CPR class.
I never know if you were being honest.
I hate that story as you could either be tricking us.
That story covered 400 years, and I am so confused and hurt.
Google it.
No, I rather.
I
I
feel
like
like
living with the mystery of not knowing.
I feel like if I Google it, your hand's gonna come out and boot me.
I don't know why.
The CPR dummy?
I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm gonna take my phone out, and then he's gonna touch my butt, and it's gonna be uncomfortable, and that's where we are right now.
Annie, the CPR. What the fuck?
Is she hot?
No, Annie is not hot,
Thank God.
nor is she okay.
I hope when I die, molds of my face are made for strangers to make out with.
Holy shit. I never knew that. That was from the 1600s, and they're like, hey, we're going to use this face
Do you think if they
now.
would have gave CPR to Annie, she would have been okay?
Maybe.
That was back in the day when we were real bad at
We got to max
all
out the
medical.
nuclear bomb skill tree first before we go back to first aid.
We got pretty well
bleed her.
figured
Just
out.
cut her up a little bit. Bleed the bat out. It's okay. Give her the leeches.
She's got demons in her blood.
Literally. Drowned her. She's a witch. Oh, she died. She's not a witch.
Get the cocaine cough syrup.
Cocaine,
Oh my
codeine, and alcohol.
Back at cocaine with what? Coca-Cola. They used to just give heroin and morphine out in just bottles of it. I love looking
the
at
good old
doctors
days.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like on one hand, I understand why prescription medication is a thing, but on the other hand, it gets annoying sometimes. But then I have to think back to those days, and it's like, fine, god damn it.
I guess we can't just.
There's
give
nothing more
heroin.
annoying than like I know exactly what I need from the doctor, and I have to go jump through these hoops for some dude to tell me exactly what I already know.
What they used to give babies for when they're teething. Fucking opium.
That's fine.
They're just, oh, little Johnny's teething. Opium.
Meanwhile,
Little babies like, and their head just goes limp. Oh, they're quiet.
I'm over here having like migraines, debilitating migraines that kill me for weeks on end, and I'm like, oh, just take another Tylenol today. They're like, we don't know this was your brain's broken. Give me the opium. Give me the opium.
I'm surprised we haven't found something for fucking migraines yet.
It's opium.
We're like, pierce your ears here.
Dude, literally, like, yeah, there's the pressure point. It doesn't do shit.
It's actually a thing, if you didn't know that. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
I
like,
have it done. It's migraine piercing. It's your daith.
Yeah,
It's
you
supposed to
do.
help where whatever side of your brain is fucked up. It's a pressure point or some
lot of
crazy
times it
voodoo
doesn't
crystal
do
girl
anything.
shit.
I am learning so much today.
It does nothing. It's literally.
Did you know this?
No.
Yeah, it's an actual thing.
Yeah, the migraine piercing.
The other one is doing
Botox injections.
in the back of your neck.
No.
Sides and back.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can go like da, 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 and that's
Which
another way
also
to-
doesn't.
I
do
heard
anything.
that if you get like really, really hot water and then stand in it,
Bro, the
it
amount of
helps.
I heard if you rub potatoes on the bottom of your
Yeah.
the amount of migraine advice I get from the WebMD of the internet, like I've had migraines since I was like 7 or 8. My entire life, I've gone through neurologists, CAT scans, MRIs, all this crazy shit. And they're like, yeah, your brain's broke. And everyone's just like, man, my grandmother once said, and that worked for me. I'm like, do you mean a headache? No, it was a migraine. I'm like,
It's the internet. You'd be like, you can describe everything. You're like, yeah, I'm just dehydrated. All this.
did you drink some
And-
water today? I'm like,
that would be the person who's like, well, have you turned it off and turned it back on? Like, no, yes, yeah, my brain.
Did you take
what?
a nap?
That's
the equivalent.
Did
Did you
have you
turn
tried
it
closing
off,
your
turn it back
eyes?
on?
my favorite one's like, well, maybe you shouldn't have so many monitors with all the light. I'm like, bro, I said I had them when I was 7.
Well, at 7, you shouldn't have had so many monitors
Stop
with
sitting
much
so
light.
close
Yeah,
to
it's
the
all the
TV.
blue light.
Yeah, blue. Oh yeah, sitting close to the
close to the
TV.
TV.
I don't
That's
say.
terrible
Yeah,
vision.
And now we do this with tablets. Go right in our fucking
That's
face.
fine.
Yeah, exactly. When we were trained our entire lives, don't do this. Now it's exactly do this exact thing right now. I don't. I've never had the headaches, migraines. Or
Good. While,
anything.
while we're bitching about old people and technology, when Brandon gets into office, Can we bully him into trying to push a bill through that makes it fucking illegal to pay for anything at a grocery store with a check?
Is that still a thing?
Bro, I got...
How old were they?
Oh, she was 10,000 years old. Like,
What's a check?
She like, let me fucking whip out my check to buy my 2 bags of groceries for my month of food. And I have to sit there and watch her write a check.
And these are the people that
Not a
will
fan.
also then annotate in the checkbook above where it's like your expenditures. So she's doing it.
Well, you got to be able to balance your checkbook because that's important.
Did you ever watch Dry Bar Comedy? Who's the tattoo comedian you guys had on here a couple times?
Dan Cummings?
No, the other one.
Shane Smith?
He's been on there a couple times, and like some of their comedians are really funny, but some of their comedians are always like these old boomer people. And they had this lady go on there, and she's like, dealing with young people is really hard because they don't know how to balance a checkbook or write out an address on an envelope. And it's like, I mean,
Hey, Grandma, can you unlock your PC real quick?
right.
No. Do you want me to put in a contact in your phone? No.
Oh, your Wi-Fi isn't working? I
my-
wish there was something I could do about
You
that.
felt.
My
can't get up.
brother-in-law works at a cell phone store, and the fucking stories he has of old people just like coming in like, my Facebook doesn't work. Make it work. And he's like, did you log in? I don't know how to do that. Just make my phone work. And he's like, what's
So
your
you
what's
gotta
your
leave.
username? I don't know any of that stuff. And they like get angry with him because they don't know how to log into fucking Facebook.
Bro,
It's
okay.
insane.
What's
Okay,
your
to be
email?
fair-
I ain't giving the
but
government
like-
shit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
100%.
In their defense, think about that. They
No.
went from a time, like think of the 50s and 60s, the 70s even. And now suddenly you're like, Merry Christmas. Make this thing.
That's a dumb argument. They're so intuitive.
I got
For somebody our age, like,
You can hand them to a baby.
No,
and
that's-
they get it figured
motherfucker,
out.
if I give you an old sewing machine and I say, make install the bobber. Or is it the bobber, right?
The bobbin.
The bobbin.
The fact that I know the name of the part.
Right, okay.
No, here's the difference.
I run a sweatshop. I know how a sewing machine works.
Here's the
bobbin.
fucking difference. If I want to know how a sewing machine works, I can get on my fucking phone and figure it out. You need to learn how to do one fucking thing to learn how to do fucking everything else. You can get on the internet and learn how to make a miniature nuclear reactor in the fucking shed in your backyard.
Yeah, that kid was insane.
Yeah.
That was nuts.
Like-
The story.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't want to hear it. Learn one thing
Mr.
and then you
Fire
unlock
Alarm.
everything and you're just like, no, I don't want to.
Fix
I
it.
got in a fucking argument with an old person a while back. They want to write checks because they don't like credit cards and debit cards, because if you get the numbers off your debit card, people can just pull money out of your account. And I go, yeah,
It's on the
the
bottom of the
same
check.
numbers on the bottom of the check, you fucking idiot. Like,
I think
It's the same
old
thing.
people should be put down.
I agree. And the women.
Canada's got it right, guys. Back to Canada being savage. Full fucking circle. Put them down.
Put them down. Drag them out back.
I know when I'm driving behind one, I get so irritated. And then checkbooks, bro, give me more reasons to put old people down.
Rolling into the gas station when you're late to work and they're buying 1,000 scratch-off lottery tickets.
oh God, the ones that have like the portfolio that they bring
Oh,
in.
they know. They're like, what number is that one? I used to work at the gas station. The people that would
And
be
they
like,
do this, they buy it, and then they go like this, thank you.
how many have won? I'm like, I don't know.
They just slide the tickets here and start
I-
scratching on the counter. You're like,
I-
you dumb bitch.
Go away.
Get the
Fuck out of my way. I need 3 Red Bulls and a bag of Funyuns.
Get the fuck.
I've been 30 minutes too late 8 times this week and I only work 5 days.
Got another one.
I bought a 3-bedroom house for fucking $799 when I was 18, 30 fucking years ago, and now it's worth $1 million, and I'm gonna make sure none of that money makes it down to my kids. I need to give it all to the government via scratch-off tickets.
I think
God
there's a
damn
cutoff
it.
though for like boomer generation, and then you reach the super old people when they're like 90. Those people rock.
Yeah, no, they're
Do
awesome.
like hyper old people.
Yeah, no, they're the ones
There's
that
an age where you
raise the
didn't
spoiled
need
kids.
to.
Yeah. Yep.
It's the age of they don't care anymore. I think there's that one age bracket that's just
Well, I
like,
feel like they don't care isn't right because the age that we're talking about also they don't care, but they're angry about not caring. And then they have the I don't care because they literally
they want to die.
can't care.
No, they're just wanting to. They're like, today's the day. And then it doesn't happen. They're like, tomorrow's it. That's why they
the
merge
day.
across all the lands. They're like,
My great grandpa, he died when he was like 103. Again, he willed himself to death. One day he was just like, I am done with life. Dead. They have that superpower. But when I was like 10, I went over there. They kept their house at, a nice, cool 85 fucking degrees. So you had to
Their
wear
blood needs to be warm for them.
shorts and a t-shirt. Their skin's made of paper. He rocked.
The paper skin, I forgot. You can like pinch it and it just stays. However you molded it, they're Play-Doh at that age.
I was like 10, and I
Their
went over
bones
there.
are so soft and brittle.
He's trying to find something in common with me as a 10-year-old in the year 2000, whatever. And he's like, was I 10 in the 2000s? That doesn't matter. He's like, do you drive? And I was like, no, Grandpa, I am 10. And he was like, I didn't ask you how old you were. I asked if you drove. And I was like, no, I don't drive. And he goes, you smoke? I said, Grandpa, I'm 10. He goes, I'm not asking you how old you are. I asked if you smoked. I was like, no, I don't smoke. And he was like, well, I did when I was 10.
He turns away. He's like, your kid's fucking retarded.
That's what he
Your kid's a bitch.
And walking away, it's like, Grandpa, you can't say that word anymore. Oh, your kid's.
Wait, you can't say retarded anymore?
No.
What?
Yeah, it's a big no-no.
Really?
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, I believe they call it the hard R.
No, what was it? Was it the? No, actually, what was it? Long R? Is that what he called it? We had somebody on the podcast.
Yeah.
Remember?
Long R. That was Harley.
Harley.
Yeah. He's like, oh, you mean long R. You're a long R? Yeah, those little kids
Because
are
it
long
can't
R.
be the hard R. The hard R is a very different
That one's
conversation.
taken.
Well, that's Linus talked about that. He was like, yeah, I used to say the hard R. I just can't believe I used to. What? You've never seen this Linus? You've seen it.
I've seen it.
Dude, Linus, and you see his co-host during the podcast. He's like, yeah, we used to say the hard R all the time when we were younger. And
that
his
dude
host
just-
is like, the face Baddie just had where it's like, he's like, what? Oh, you used to say? He's like, yeah, all the time, man. It's crazy. And he's like, Linus, why would you ever say that word? He's like, well, like now we say like it's mentally challenged. He's like, oh my God. Holy shit. No, that's not what you call the hard R, Linus. He's like, wait, what's the hard R? He's like, oh, no. I've never said that in a million years. What? It is all unfolding in a minute and 30 seconds on a podcast live. And you see the host like, I can't save this one. We're going to drown now.
He's like, we're going to go to the commercial break.
Dude, the face he makes the second when Linus says,
It looked like my face 90% of the podcast. We're like,
yeah, I used to say the hard R all the time.
All the time growing up.
And he knows it's live watching.
oh, so you played Modern Warfare as well.
It was live? Yeah, that's why he was just like...
He's looking to everyone behind the camera. Like, what do I say?
And then Linus, when it registered, finally he's like, clicks. He's like, no, I'm so sorry. I thought this was the hard R. I thought this word.
That's hilarious.
It's such a good Polish. I forgot about that.
White privilege.
The horror of a co-host watching a 20 million sub, 30 million sub, $1 million channel
About
just
to
almost.
Your bank account turned to zero.
It's absolutely
Was
terrifying.
this before or after he got hacked?
This was
Long
6 months
before.
ago.
Wait, I thought this was a.
No, this was like 6 months ago.
was that?
He got hacked like 6 months ago.
Oh,
So that had been like close.
Yeah.
I I didn't know about the hacking thing.
Yeah, that was.
Oh,
wild. They,
he had a
deleted
video. He had a
everything
video
on
of
his
him
channel.
getting hacked because he found out at like 3 a.m. Like people called
His
him.
phone was blowing
His
up
phone
and
was
shit,
blowing up
yeah.
because they deleted all his videos and started live streaming that like crypto scam Elon video or whatever. And there's a video that he like showed some of the clips, but it was like him naked running down his stairs to get to his desktop to try to like
Log in.
recover
Do
it and stop
anything.
it. Yeah. It was wild.
That's what the Corridor crew.
Yeah, they got hit too, didn't they?
Yep. Last year, they got all their videos. This is VFX Artist React. So I remember Jake and all them telling me when it happened, they're like, yo, we got hacked. They deleted all our videos and did another crypto or video game thing popped up. That's how they knew. And they found out where the accidental leak happened. It was, again, like phishing scam or something happened.
Bro, I hope nobody finds out my password is.
Exclamation point.
I got-
Because it
oh,
said special character.
I got $100 that his is King Trout
2.
1 exclamation point.
Yeah, with the capital K and capital T across the board. That is
only the K. I can't be bothered.
This is it. But yeah, they got hacked. All the it's terrifying. You've been almost.
Yeah, they tried to hack my phone. That was wild.
And then I had my bank account, and we had that discussion.
Yeah, that happened. That was.
Do you watch? Are you gaming? So you don't do much gaming now?
I haven't. I'm the same way that Nick is. I play like the same 5 old ass games.
I don't
Do sandbox.
bro.
games.
I don't game much at all. Unfortunately, if the only time I stream is if I game. So I treat it as work. I'm like, if it's not making money, I don't play video games. I don't have the time.
Yeah, no, I don't. That's kind of the same.
Yeah, I'm like, this would be nice. I don't have time to do this unless I justify it with said work. I'm like, okay, no, I'm making money at least. Here, we'll offset it. I'll play Call of Duty or whatever I'm playing at the time. That's it.
I can't sit still for that long.
2 hours now. I used to play video. I was a huge. I mean, I have anime. I'm a fucking gamer when I was younger, and then I got older, and then it stopped happening as much. When I hit 30, I was like, man, I just can't get into video, and I can't get into them like I used to. We've discussed it multiple times on the podcast. Getting into video games now, the older you get, it's just harder because the world. It's like you finish that first boss, and you're like, and the world is my oyster. This world's way too big. It's
You're like 128 hours. I'm like, oh no.
I started playing Baldur's Gate
Oh, it's so
like
good.
last week.
I want to play that so fucking bad.
Only game I've actually like truly been sucked into. It's
I'm still at the very, very beginning.
a lot to learn.
In the ship or on the island?
No, just land on the island. I made a second character because the first one that I made was this like super hot elf chick who looked like Khaleesi from Game of Thrones. Nice. But that version, I kept running into this glitch where I couldn't play because I was constantly coming. So I started over and
Hate when
played
that
as a
happens.
dude.
I get it. Hot chick. Yeah.
Yeah. In real life, you were coming?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Leaking, dude.
I'm sorry.
Just jerking off.
Just
Yeah.
constantly jerking off.
Just dripping honey.
What are the hotkeys? It's hard to play with one hand. But made a new playthrough. I was talking to my buddies. I was like, dude, this game's linear as fuck. I thought it was supposed to be like Dungeons and Dragons. It felt like I was being pushed in a direction, and they were like, what are you talking about? You can do literally anything. And then I went a slightly different way than I did on that first playthrough. Yeah, you can do literally anything in that game. It rocks.
I need, because Baddie's playing through it. Baldur's Gate, I have the lore knowledge. Even though I've played the old Baldur's Gates, I know
I don't have.
all the lore in the world. If you give me like Forgotten Realms in that world, Faerun, I'm like, oh, I know exactly where everything is. Thank you.
It's so great.
That's what kills me. I'm like, fuck, I need to play this goddamn game because it's all I've read.
You picked up Starfield before Baldur's Gate.
I know.
I love Starfield still.
I don't.
I know. It's okay though.
It's okay.
I gotta play that.
I
That's
can't.
Bethesda, right?
Yeah. It is a Bethesda game through and through. It is nothing more than that.
Dude, Donkey's review. Did you watch it yet?
No.
It's
Did
so
he rip
good.
it up or did he?
He's like 10 out of 10. Okay, 9 out of 10. Okay, we'll give it a 5 out of 10. He keeps it at 5. He's like, it's really good. And then he offsets it. And then he does Donkey shit.
Yeah,
Donkey's
it's nothing special. Honestly, it's not. Starfield is another Bethesda game in space.
That's the best way Donkey says it.
It doesn't break any molds. It is literally just there, which I enjoy. Like, I love Bethesda games, so I had fun with it. Baldur's Gate, on the other hand, is a literal fucking experience. It is just
pure
awesome.
I listened to Moist Critical's opinion on it, and it was exactly everything that I feared. Like they just cared too much about making it huge,
Oh, Starfield.
than making it full. He said that there's like all these cool planets that you can go to, but there's fucking nothing there to do. Like, you just got to be like, oh,
That's the hard
I
part.
don't know. See,
there's nothing here.
That doesn't bother me. It's like they kind of made it realistic-ish to the universe. Like,
Well, and that, like, for me, it
every
would
planet can't be Earth.
Well, no, like for me, it's exploration. I'd rather have one, but think about it. Would you rather have just one Earth that is Earth that you design, or 10,000 empty Earths?
Well, there's like 100 Earths.
Yeah, but I mean like caves. I mean like one
There is.
Earth where
I
you're
think
like,
he's saying, would you prefer Fallout New Vegas, where it's one fucking state, one portion of one state, or an entire galaxy full of nothing? It's like,
yeah. Think of it like Witcher 3 when you're in the city. Witcher 3 city, the big city in Witcher 3. Where's the Empire in Witcher 3?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
New York.
But how it's big, it's expansive, and how well it feels. I'd rather, and that's a tiny little area. I'd rather have, again, a Tokyo, like a 1-for-1 Tokyo where you're like, yo, this is fucking, I'm going to spend days exploring.
Okay, now ready? Rock with me. How do you do that and still put a galaxy into a game? There's a reason those games only have that one thing. You can't have both.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If
That's
you
not
do it,
there.
it's like,
I mean,
hey, we don't need the
Baldur's
space
Gate, but-
travel. Like,
But
it's
that's then where's Starfield? What's the point?
Well,
You're
that's
just
what
playing
people-
Fallout in Vegas. Or in,
That's my point.
Yeah, then wait for the next
Yeah,
Fallout.
don't make the game.
That
was my point.
No, that's
Quit wasting time on
That's
shitty
like-
games and make me another goddamn Fallout.
Okay, see, there we go.
Or
if
give
you're,
me
if
one
you're
solar
predetermined
system.
not wanting a game because it's not what you want, of course you're not going to like it. The game isn't for you.
Well, I'm saying like you could do a solar system.
I'm not mad that the game isn't for me. I'm mad that the game is made by my favorite gaming company and they
wow.
wasted a bunch of time and didn't make another game for me. That's why I'm
I get
mad.
it. Okay, that's
Making
fair.
Elder Scrolls 6 though, aren't they?
Yeah, in
Yeah,
5
they
years.
probably would have hurried the fuck up if they weren't trying to make galaxies full of nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
The space combat, I got real pissed about because the space you cannot travel in between planets. It is
I
just
don't care about
fast
that.
travel. It's
I don't
fast
care
travel.
about that.
Fun.
Oh, no,
fun,
it's
fun,
fine.
fun science question.
Oh,
I don't
boy.
know why I nerd out about
Is
this.
it space?
No, if
I know
yes,
space.
space.
Oh yeah,
The Final
If,
Frontier.
hypothetically,
A 6-year mission.
what would kill you first in outer space if you
Myself.
just got flown out with no spacesuit?
No air.
Correct. Now, what if you didn't have to breathe? What would be the next thing that killed you?
Isn't it the temperature?
Radiation. Temperature. No, the
But
temperature.
it would take forever.
Ever.
It would
Like
take
literally
so
ever.
long for you to get hypothermia.
Friction is why you. So friction
Old
is
age.
why.
Convection, conduction. So like the
needs
reason
this.
Is there no pressure difference
no
there?
air.
there's
no
nothing in
nothing.
space to touch you. So there's nothing to touch up against
Why
you
you
to
can
take heat away
scream.
from you.
Oh, so
the
the
only-
only
Your
reason
heat
we
doesn't
always see
transfer.
pressure is because it's decompression, because you're in
Right.
an oxygen suit
Right.
going to nothing,
Right.
and that's where compression
But
is.
because
okay.
but because nothing is touching you, so like when it's windier outside, it's colder because more air is touching
Touching
you,
your body.
taking heat and going away. And water is colder because water is touching you and taking heat away. But
Yep,
none
yep,
of that's there. So the only way that you can shed heat in outer space is to radiate it out.
Time. It takes forever to.
okay, but there's
I'm
no
glad you
scenario
know that. Most
there's no
people don't know
scenario
that.
that works.
I know, but it just
No, you're just gonna like.
So what was the
And
answer
I'm
to
dead.
the question? Time?
air.
Air?
Most people think that you would just like.
Oh, you die.
freeze
A lot
instantly.
of people think that you like freeze to death instantly.
Instantly. It's like
Like
movies.
a lot of
Movies,
people
it's
think
like
you're
this.
just like.
That's
And
the
you're
air.
just frozen because it's absolute zero.
The one where they send the oil riggers up to space. That's how when he takes off his helmet.
That one where they take where they train the oil riggers.
You
to be
mean when
astronauts
Bruce
instead
Willis
of-
can't pay taxes anymore? It's like one of my favorite
It's
movies.
the best.
Armageddon.
Oh, it's so good.
I was saying Guardian of the Galaxy 3 when Chris Pratt literally
I haven't seen it.
loses oxygen and goes into space.
I need to watch that one.
The
still.
new one's so good.
It was
I loved it.
Dude,
That
that's
was
what-
so good.
Oh, if I go on
So good.
space talks, I will I nerd out. It's like how Inception or not Interstellar with the
Hold on,
black
real
hole.
quick.
Bro, that movie rocks.
And that's a real thing. Time dilation near a black hole will happen because how it will affect.
it slows everything down.
Yes, which is fucking crazy to me. It's like you go down, you're like, hey, I was here for 7 minutes, come back up. My bro's 20 years older.
That was a bad day.
Yeah.
He had a bad day.
Dude, imagine you're like, bro, you were down there for fucking a YouTube video. I had to watch Passion of the Christ or like all of the Lord of the Rings 30 million times while you were gone for one YouTube video. And
What do you think he
sit
did?
there.
He was just there for how long was he alone?
20 years or something.
No, it was like
10.
7 years.
It was a long time. You remember that movie, right?
I
Talk about Matt Damon's
It's
character.
it's the same concept. It's the same concept from Ender's Game, right?
Yes.
How they keep the one dude alive for so long.
Ender.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ender is he's traveling at the speed,
At the
of,
speed
light.
of light.
Yeah. And so
Yeah.
time
And
is
that
bending
keeps
around.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's just God, Ender's Game. Fucking
Great book. Not great movie.
The movie is great. The movie sucked ass. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
The
completely
book
agree
is
with you.
amazing.
all the books.
You know how bad your movie has to be to get me to say the book was better? Fuck. It's not great.
That and
I did like Harrison Ford was in it, wasn't he?
I think so.
I liked every part with Harrison Ford.
Ready Player One, also book really good. I
love the movie.
I didn't, dude. It sucked compared to the book. The book, if you've
I've
read
read the book.
I like the book
I
way
think
more.
the movie was great still.
I like the new Indiana Jones. I just watched that the other day.
Really?
I actually liked
I
it.
enjoyed it.
a wild
I
take.
did not. I wanted to see
It's a
Shia
wild
LaBeouf
take.
come back.
You want a wild take? I
Yeah.
watched Big George Foreman on the plane, and it is now my favorite boxing movie, even
good.
more so than Rocky.
We were talking about
That
this.
movie
If you,
is so good.
dude, Big George Foreman, the idea of becoming a fucking a champion at 45. You are retired. Boxers are retired by 34 now.
Yeah.
That's when you've peaked most of the time. Heavier weights, you get a little longer because you're just focusing on power. Lighter weights, 20s, late 20s, you're gone. Like you're like, no, you can't box anymore.
You can't keep up with the young. Yeah.
George Foreman, boxer, heavyweight, did his time during the fucking Ali time
Tired for 10 years.
pastor broke. And
He
then comes
went
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't know how to make money.
He had a money guy, and the money guy kind of fucked him. He lost
seems
all
to be
this
a
money.
common
and he was
trend
like
in
running.
Hollywood.
He was
And
like running
boxing.
a youth community center, and he wanted to be able to keep the community center open. So
He's a good dude.
He went back to pro boxing
To
after
make
10
money.
years off to make money to keep this community center open, and then goes and wins the title at 45 years old.
And when he went back into
Yeah.
the sport, what's crazy is he adopted a new fighting style. That's why he shells like this. He's like, well, where were my struggles? I get winded when I was younger, and my defense sucks. So I'm gonna do this, and it's his fucking fighting style now. He goes like this. It's just
George Foreman, I'm just going to stand in the pocket, and when you get close to me, I'm going to hit you with a fucking freight train of a punch. And his whole strategy.
It was, and, dude. You've seen the footage of hitting the 300-pound. He had a 300-pound heavyweight bag. Your heavyweight bag is your standard one. When you hit it, and you're like, man, that's a fucking heavy one. It's 100 pounds. This dude had a 300-pound bag, and when you watch those videos of him hitting it, it's absolutely terrifying watching this big black dude just like. Like, it looks like he's barely moving that back. It's like, grr! It's just like swinging.
It's like anime character fucking, it's insane.
And you should be like this. And then the dude's like, ah.
Yeah.
Like, fly away.
It's legit. Foreman's
Jesus.
a fucking man.
So, and then he got back. He won all the championships for his knockout power and just taking
And then he became like this. He was doing all this stuff to make money to try to keep it open. And one of the things he did was he like signed a deal with this like fucking barbecue and grill company.
Yeah, obviously.
for
Yeah.
burning
Didn't
fat.
make any fucking money. So then he's like, fucking, I got to go back to boxing. So he goes back to boxing. Well, he starts winning. And then it like, then the whole country gets behind him because it's like 45-year-old dude getting out there with the fucking dad bod, just fucking starching dudes. so he becomes like this phenom. And then that makes the whole grill thing take off. So then he's making money from that. And he's making money from boxing. And it's really cool.
They did it in the movie when he sits down. It's like, Mr. George, this grill thing seems to be taking off. He's like, who's going to buy a grill with me as the spokesman for burning fat? Because he was a big dad bod. Made millions of dollars. It just started printing money from him. So he became like worth $500 million. He sold it for like $200 million back in the 90s.
Damn.
80s? Yeah, 200 mil back in the day.
Well, like the movie's super good though. Like,
Is it? Like, we're gonna watch it.
They
I
copy,
wanna know.
like they copy, like you could like see all these famous pictures of him training, and they like even copy the outfits from like that era of his training. And the actor that played him did a fucking awesome job. It was a really good movie. I liked it a lot.
Damn.
All his kids. Do you know his kids' names, Baddie?
Are they all George?
George Jr., George the Third.
George the Fourth, George. How many Georges does he have? There's like
I think he had 5 or 6 sons and 1 daughter.
they were all George.
What's her name? Like Georgia?
I don't know.
Georgia, yeah, Georgina the First. Little Georgina. It's a really cool story though. If you watch his entire climb through, hey, I'm retiring. I need money. I'm coming back, and this is the only way I know how to make money. So here's my second chance of it, and then becoming an actual world champ. It's a dope story. And it's real, which is fucking mind-blowing. I love boxing. God, I love boxing.
It was so cool.
Baddie, close it out, and we'll get to this after show.
Thank you for watching this podcast. As always, we have Eli, Doubletap, myself, Baddie Streams, and our two beautiful, strong, powerful, they're kind of okay guests, the King Trout, and of course, the Fat Electrician. Guys, thank you so much. Where can everybody find you?
KingTroutComedy.com.
Easy.
Thefatelectrician.com.
But these guys with their own fucking websites.
Go to unsubscribe.com. It
start
does
that this
not
morning.
exist.
I tried to get it for us a while back. Do you remember this conversation?
Oh, yeah.
It was like fucking 20 grand for the website.
It's a write-off.
We could probably get it. We should get that. Don't go to the website yet. We'll see you on the Unsub after show. You can scroll down, find the Patreon. We'll be posting this there later. And as a reminder, at the end of every month, we do a little live show for the Patreon. You can find it in the Discord or the Patreon. There'll be a link. We'll see you guys on the
be
next
there.
one.
Woo!